Nah, I understand eating that peat, boy. That bitch got some juice to it, don't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The hits don't make no sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The hits don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The hits don't make no sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel it. I feel it. Go ahead, boy.
The hits don't make no
I feel it.
sense.
I feel it. Coming in, coming in. Go. Walking them out with that bait. He wanna save all the hoes, yeah, that boy need a cake. Clean up the cash with a rake. My girl a freak, she tough with her tongue like a snake. Wonder how long it's gon' take. I dunk on the beat like LeBron, bitch, I'm making it shake. I took my time like a break. Niggas be falling off like they was walking on crates. I am the one like the ace.
Single.
We out here trying to be great. Wham, groupie hoes all in my face. They used to sleep, but now they wide awake. I don't know what they want from me, but I move to the left. I got me, Montclair, and Celine, so I feel winter fresh. My girl says she do whatever I need, so I'm finna send her on a quest. I hate that pussy out the park, home run.
It's
I'm
out
the
of the
side with
park.
the guns. These niggas be broke, these niggas be bitter. I just fucked the model, I peeped it on Twitter. My mama just pulled me to the side and looked me in the eyes, told me I'm a winner, not a quitter. And I wrote the main hook of this song on the shit. Way I run up deep and you would think I'm a sprinter. Keep showing his money, that boy a beginner. I got the little bit drooling, she thought I was dinner. I feel it, I feel it.
Go ahead,
I feel
boy.
it. I feel it. I feel it.
Mitsubishi.
Go. Walking them out with the bait. He wanna save all the hoes, yeah, that boy need a cake. Clean up the cash with a rake. My girl a freak, she tough with her tongue like a snake. Wonder how long it's gon' take. I dunk on the beat like LeBron, bitch, I'm making it shake. I took my time like a break. Niggas be falling off like they was walking on crates. I am the one like the ace.
Single.
We out here trying to be great. Wham, groupie hoes all in my face. They used to sleep, but now they wide awake. Okay.
Ok, pá. Eu acho que eu estou a falar de micro-ondas de vez em quando. Espera aí, isto é merda. Oh, tia, pronto, explicar já está tudo fodido. Pronto, vou ter que mudar o meu outra vez. Puta que pariu. Foda-se que eu tenho que baixar a bué, porque senão isto fica tudo estourado. Isto fica um barulhão do caralho. Ah, vixe. Caralho. Ué, cara, que eu parecia que queria crash. Cara. Vai, vamos te acalmar. Olha, tá foda. Espera aí, deixa eu só. Ok, dois, dois. Ah, ok. Fazer 2 horinhas disto. Espera, deixa-me só isso. O jogo está muito bom. Isto não está bem assim do jogo. Não, não está bem assim do jogo. Fantástico. Deixa-me ver. Ai, caralho, é que não está continuar a não apanhar-se do jogo. E continuar a não querer apanhar-se do jogo. Espera aí. Ah, espera aí. Tudo isto? Não, é por causa disto. Ah, mas isto tem sempre que haver um problemazinho, não é? É sempre. Deixa eu ver se adicionar outros se resolve. Não, claro que não resolveu. Até parece que é estúpido. Espera aí. Deixa.
I've been inside trying to get these dollars. Trying to make more money than life makes problems. New city, new women now. New weather, new leather, I'ma get it now. Trying to test my patience for it. Do, come and get to know me, baby. Do, I've been by my lonely baby. Put it all on me now. You be all I need, yeah. Bitch don't need no practice, take over the atlas. I just need that traction, then I break her back. You know, hold her, she a cactus. Clubbing with her bad friends, so I don't want no smoke, she gon' smoke to the max, bitch. Jeez. I just walked in, motherfucker step back, James Harden. You don't want this, little mama, I don't need no practice. Yeah. Hey, I told you I don't need no practice. Talk to you proper, you know that I'm finna go and prosper. I've been here the whole time, now this what they wanna be a part of. Bitch, you need some water. My shit hard not, they just knock off. So you lost this shit when you walked off. So don't talk that shit, you can't back off. My bro got my back, yeah. Defending loss, I don't need that back, yeah. Running nose, now you back on track, yeah. Crying, but we met in acting class, yeah. Practice on me saying, I'm so sorry, I don't got no time. Bitch, I don't give a fuck, that's fine. It was time to go and change for a dime.
Ok, já resolvi o problema.
Everything is negotiable,
Bom,
except
certo,
overtime.
Roberto. Agora tenho que isso que está muito alto. Ok, o som está já está bom. Tenho que achar o está todo espoeirado. Parece uma merda. Parece não, é uma merda. Se calhar não baixar assim tanto também, né? Não, eu preciso baixar assim tanto. Foda-se. Pá, então pronto, a gente vai só esperar um bocadinho, a gente já faz aqui os meus 40 e tal summons que eu tenho. Eu não tenho assim tanto chama disso. Mas também estou quase perto de Pity logo. É só um segundinho. E tu aqui e. Ei, olá, mano. Magu. Não sei o que se diz. Então, como é que vai isso, pá? Então, vamos lá começar os chamas, meus rapaziada. Então, é o seguinte, eu estou com PT alto. Ok, eu acho que eu estou com 60 e qualquer coisa. Logo, eu tenho 5 estrelas garantidos a este ponto. Ok. Logo. Epá, logo eu estou. É o seguinte, se eu perder no 50-50 eu não vou ter conteúdo para esta semana, porque eu queria tipo. Pronto, se eu conseguir a Yae Miko. Ok, se eu conseguir a Yae Miko eu tenho conteúdo. Se não tiver, vou ter que ficar ali com coisinhas e não sei o quê. Eu também tenho coisa lá Puta que pariu. Depois de Genshin não. Do Impact para fazer. Ah, nós não está com tanto tempo assim, temos coisas de escola, caralho, para fazer ainda. Eu não estou com esse tempo todo para estar aí. Mas. Sim, vou fazer summits. Ok. Logo desejo-me sorte, tá bem? Desejo-me sorte, pá. Mas eu não conseguir agora, temos 20 dias para isto, né? Epá, digam lá, vocês ganharam os vossos 50-50 ainda não fizeram os vossos summits? Digam lá. Então. Para qualquer maneira, pronto, está aqui o histórico desta porcaria, tipo, não podem ver, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60, 60, foda-se, 60, do caralho, aqui é que é 60, 65, eu tenho 39 summons, ou seja, vou buscar 90 sempre de certeza. Agora se eu vou ganhar este 50-50, outra história, né? Porque eu ganhei no Oito. Tipo, só perdi 3,50 da minha vida toda, ok? Desde que eu estou a jogar isto, mas mesmo assim, isso não quer dizer porra nenhuma. Okay? Eu posso muito facilmente perder o meu 50-50. Tipo, que é na rua, tipo, isto não é garantido, não é garantido um gajo ganhar esta merda. Por isso é que é 50-50. Vocês perceberam, né? E tipo, ei, mago, perdeste. Ei, que merda. Isso é um F. Isso é muito F. Desculpa lá, pá. Desculpa lá teres perdido. Quer dizer, eu devia pedir desculpa, culpa da minha, mas tipo, isso é uma merda. E agora vamos ver se eu não perco, ok? Pá, vamos conseguir aqui mesmo. Ok? É pôr a música hype. Espera aí, quando é que tem a música hype? Espera aí. Eu tenho que pôr música hype e não esta. Está aqui, pá. Isto tem que ser uma merda hypada para caralho. Espera, deixa-me ver. Continuar a não querer dar. Eu não sei o que é continuar a não querer dar, mas ok. É que esta merda não gosta de barulho. Ok, já está a gostar. Vamos lá pôr algo. Ok. Ok, esse é o Eder Saman agora. Ok, acabou. Yeah. Bora. Foda-se. Man. Dá-me lá um toma, que é o que as constelações para o toma, se faz favor, obrigado. Ok, bora outra vez. É agora. Ganhei. Tá feito, ganhei. Sustento. De 50 aqui agora, caralho. Foda-se. Oh não. Foda-se. Puta que pariu. Puta que me pariu, meu. Puta que pariu. Olha, isto pode ser dois personagens estrelas, pá. Calminha. Aí, vá lá. 2 5 estrelas. Quando não desisti. Ok, vou fazer o seguinte. Eu estava a poupar estas merdas, para comprar as espadas de sangue. Só foda. Não se foda, mano. Eu não aceito. Eu não aceito, mano. Eu quero é Yae Miko. Caguei. Não se capaz aqui, velho. Que porra é esta? Pera, deixa eu botar. Eu fui enganado, meu. Oh meu, tu nem sequer estás aqui. O que estás aqui a fazer? Tipo, eu preciso de ti, mas tipo. acredito. Não é possível. Acho que não é possível, velho. Olha lá. Foda-se. Bem, eu perdi 50. E bem. Epá. Agora não há muito a fazer, né? Mas depois deixamos isto, né? Já para conseguir o tracachinho aqui. Olha aí, eu consegui o tracachinho. O que é que eu só? Ó, olha aí o tracachinho. Tem dois. Tem um homem. Esse ele é novo. Esse é assim. Oh, mano. Foda-se. Oh, puta que pariu. Calma, ainda há 20 dias para esta merda. Ainda há 20 dias para esta merda. Eu ainda posso conseguir alguma coisa. Constelação 2. Esta é aquela constelação aí, quando usar o elemental. Achei ela com vezes mais fácil do que usar, tipo. Foda-se, mano. Ah, vai. Constelação 2. O personagem próximo. Bem.
See that he stays safe.
Epá. Bora fazer missão de história? Foda-se, fazer o quê? Eu vou fazer.
May the blossoms of the sacred sakura.
Agora não há muita merda a fazer, né? Tipo. Perder 50-50. O que é suposto fazer agora? Pronto, perdi a Miko, mano. Fazer o quê?
Don't we have a job to do?
Temos. Eu estou só a processar que eu acabei de perder o 50-50 e... Epá, só que me perguntarem o que é depressão. É isto. Depressão perder 50-50 na EMI. Sou foda. Ainda há 20 dias, ok, ainda tenho summons que eu vou conseguir o caralho, né? Battle Pass, essas merdas, mas tipo, foda-se, isso é... Uau! Isto foi deprimente. Isto foi deprimente. Eu não tenho mais o que dizer. Puta merda. Só foda, olha, missão de... Fazemos a missão de história da rede de show, temos um novo boss, foda-se. Ainda há 20 dias para ganhar, lembras?
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Não há.
Recently, the Adventurers Guild has received an unusual commission. And after careful consideration,
Yeah,
we believe that
Eu sou o único para tratar disso porque eu tenho pila grande que sou
The traveler
comunista.
would be the most suitable candidate, right?
Assim, por exemplo, vão mais gente nesta porra para além de eu.
indeed,
Caralho,
as ever.
como
I will
sempre.
spare the pleasantries then. May I ask if you two are available to help? Well, let me go over it briefly. Our client for this job is the Yashiro Commission.
Oh,
Apparently, Rift Towns are attacking the roots of the sacred sakura nearby Mount Yogo in great numbers.
isso não é bom.
Rift Hounds? A Naruto?
Yes. We are not sure where exactly these creatures come from. But this time, they are attacking in alarming numbers with great aggression and a clear target. The sacred sakura is of tremendous importance to Inazuma. I trust you are aware of this already?
Deus do céu. Mas eu estou chateado que eu perdi 55. Eu estou confuso que eu
For a
perdi.
long time, the sacred sakura has been absorbing filth from Inazuma's ley lines to maintain stability in the
sim,
land.
sim,
If
os
it were
ley
ever
lines.
damaged, the filth would once again invade Inazuma, causing great catastrophe. That's why this is a rather urgent case.
Epá, moça, assim, ainda estou deprimido, ok? Eu não tenho tempo para essas putices, pá. Sim, já estou. Faz build aqui.
Yes, and they are already taking action of their own. However, given that the sacred sakura's root system is vast and complex, and faced with the unpredictability and scale of the Rift Town's attacks, they are finding it difficult to defend against them. Their main priority is to protect the civilian population, so they are actively looking to cooperate with all other available forces to eliminate the monsters. The Adventurers Guild is one of the key parties assisting the Tenryo Commission with their work. But so far, the combined efforts to combat the Rift Towns has failed to substantially ameliorate the
Ou
situation.
seja, o viajante vai lá chegar sozinho, ok? E vai tratar de 20 pessoas que irão tratar por ti. Síndrome de malucos. Acabou. História.
You have our deepest gratitude. Your confident response puts me far more at ease. I will mark on your map the areas where Rift Town appearances have been recently reported. I hope you won't encounter too much trouble overcoming them.
We'll be back before you can say Ad Astra Abasosk.
Olha, espera aí. Somos transeuntes. Bora lá.
Ad Astra Abasosk.
Oh, pai, mano, mentira, isto ela já disse assim. Eu nem estou com vontade.
The sacred sakura's in danger again, huh? Who'd have thought? Keeping the sacred sakura safe was Kazari's greatest wish, and now these mangy mutts are trying to destroy it. Time to teach him a lesson.
Bora, shows de porrada. Mas não era o maior desejo da Casari, não era da Casari. Não dá outra nem na Casari. Acho que era na Casari, não Casari. Pronto, eu disse Casari e Casari. Acho que ele sabe mais do que isso que eu. Creio eu. Creio eu. Não sei como é que é.
They're attacking the sacred sakura! Stop them!
Eu não sei o que fiz isto. Isto não lhes faz nada. Irritante. Tipo, vai ter que agora fazer porra nenhuma. Outras bichos.
Fate is upon you. My apologies. Delve into
Eu não vou dar para sinistro.
whirling snow. Kamisato art. Sometsu.
Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder the Tenryo Commission needed help! Come on, travelers, you can take them!
Elas não são assim tão difíceis, puta que pariu. Elas também são bichos pesados por uma maluca, né? Cutscene.
Torn to oblivion!
Que porra tu estás aqui a fazer?
Shogun? Wait, no. Could also be A.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a long time.
Ah,
We have
é.
not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryou Commission crisis.
Okay, sounds more like A. You sure made short work of them. That was
Yeah.
amazing.
I'm making early preparations for what is to come.
Uh-oh.
Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past.
Yeah, mas quando é que tu vais a poder-me fazer o que tu faz à espada, mas na minha
Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Oh, sério?
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself. Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds.
Ou seja, ela aqui atacar a orgia vertical. Ela está-se a fora esta merda. Eu vou ter isto sozinha. Calminha.
I considered this
que
matter
atacar
worthy of my
muitas
attention.
fodas.
So I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you. If
Tell
the
me.
Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission.
Pois.
Rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura. It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
Oh.
disaster?
Yes,
Ah, sim.
500 years ago, a great
Ah,
catastrophe
então, peraí.
befell
Essa merda
Inazuma.
fodeu toda a gente. Casa por toda a gente. Fodeu a... Fodeu este. Porra, como é que era? Cataclismo. Era cataclismo. É cataclismo, certo? É o cataclismo. Cataclismo. Oh, Elijah. Oh, hey, Johnny. So, olha, pronto, o gajo basou. Pronto, mas acho que o cataclismo quando... Sim, o cataclismo... Sim, e não fui pesquisar aqui como é que... Ok, sim, pesquisar aqui do Google, sim, pronto. Eu estou aqui em atrás do cara e até que não fodeu só com o cara, foi com outros sítios. Entretanto, o Casmo foi um dos sítios que foi afetados, se não me engano, o Casmo foi afetado por essa merda. Tipo, Mondstadt e Lille não, tipo, quase não tiveram... Tipo, Mondstadt não teve efeito nenhum nessa merda porque eles já estavam numa guerra interna, né? Uma guerra civil basicamente lá dentro. Que é nessa altura, ou seja, eles não tiveram muita merda a ver com isso. Lille, o Torre do Mora que teve alguma merda. Tipo, a gente sabe disso, mas ele não diz o que é que foi.
Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely.
Oh, nice. Então isso é Zé dos Mortos, é isso?
The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard.
Oh, shit.
Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call an So you've heard of it too. That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together.
Okay.
From the traces they've left in the surrounding area,
Paimon feels so safe when we're in Ace company.
Quer
Having
dizer, ela
someone
é realmente
super
OP,
powerful on
né?
your team
Essa
kinda makes you
Spears com
feel
tutorial.
invincible, doesn't it?
Português. Sim, português, John. É português. Português from Portugal. Eu juro, eu juro. Eu juro, se o gajo achava que eu era espanhol, mano, eu juro, compasso. Então, Johnny, estás com. Yeah, Johnny, how do you? Okay, so the giveaway is basically the same way I did it last time, but last time I did it at a better time. I had more people watching. I had 9 people watching. This time I'm running the stream rather early because I don't have time today. I got a better stream today. But yeah, basically like last time, you weren't here now, stuff, but basically last time just typed a certain word on chat, and I went to the website where it's randomly pick a person who said the word, and that person wins. Then either contact me through Discord or to Twitter if you rather have that. But I'd rather not. I'd rather not have to use Twitter, bro. Please. Anything but using Twitter. I don't know. No. Yeah. Contact me to Discord or Twitter, then you get your giveaway, okay? I have had 2 winners like that. I can show you. In fact, one of the winners was English. Let me, just so you don't think I'm scamming or doing something like that, because I can show you DMs. Because last time, like the people who lost to us scam artists and what? Like, yeah. And the guy who won got the stuff, but yeah, it was after the stream. So let me show you just so I can show you I'm trustworthy if I can find the dude. Jesus Christ, bro. I talked to a lot of people. Jesus. He didn't even leave his account. Here, let me show you. Scare to you. Yeah, it was complicated, but yeah. This was a while ago, actually. Yeah. Let me. This is not Discord. Yeah, as you can see, I gave him the battle pass. What in the battle pass? Yeah. Yeah, I asked him. It was whatever he wanted, but it was a while ago. Then he had the other guys, but I guess they deleted their accounts. I don't know. I don't get it. But whatever. Yeah, but essentially this is it. You ask me what you want, I'll give it to you. Well, in that case, it was whatever he wanted between the battle pass and the. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
but
After we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria.
push. Come here for you. Oh no! You can join my Discord. I'll give you my my Discord thing because my Discord is not done yet. As you probably saw it with the yellow symbol. Discord is under description, under construction. Okay, I'll leave my Discord in the. I didn't leave my Discord. Like you directly message me on DMs. Okay, on the Discord. Okay, então bora lá.
This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage.
Ah, é?
Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Good. Oh, by the way, I lost my 50-50 to the chain. And now left to wail a bit, which I haven't done in a while. Because I've been trying to go VPN walking away on this account. Especially since my other account, like, I kind of left my other account, just disappeared. because my account is so fucking big. Like, I stopped using that account at like 1.4, no 1.3. Then I got this. No, I had 2 accounts. One was more kind of a whale account. Oh, yeah, like I said, I lost that 50-50. But yeah, I stopped using the whale account because I was like, you know what? I'm enjoying this VPN walking account more. And yeah, I enjoy it more now. It's my main account, which is fun. Mas é pessoal, aquela coisa, like this, all this VPN walking on and shit. Isso é medo. Não correu lá muito bem, pá. Like, I don't. Okay, it still hasn't updated, but like I did 50 summons right now, which I have 50 summons here saved up, plus this shit. Okay, I lost. I lost the chain. I've only lost 4 50-50 so only 4, and I had to lose on fucking Yae Miko to ka-ching. It is what it is. 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 Quick overview of my voice. Muito rapidamente. Ver aqui os meus personagens, caralho, constelações. Não sei. Cara, quando é verdade? E a Aloy? Eu nunca mais vi a Aloy, man. Like, what the fuck happened to Aloy? Like, where are constellations at? Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, not too special for the count, man. I lost 50-50 on the. You know, I have a funny story. I lost 50-50 twice on the same weapon banner. Okay. Well, when the Staff of Homa came, was the allergy in the Staff of Homa? I lost to, like, I did a random 1 pull, got the allergy. Then I did another random 1 pull, got the Lost Prayer. Funny, huh? EU. Europe server. Servidor europeu.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious.
The
The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
Okay.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something? And how come it's glowing?
Oh, pai, mano. Pai. Onde é que isso parece? Onde é que parece seiva, cara? Meu Deus.
What's this?
Check fantasmas. Caralho. Ghostbusters, Tony.
Could they be dead people?
É pá, sim.
It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey.
Pois não.
Why would they appear here?
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
São fantasmas. Eles não precisam de motivo. They're ghosts, Paimon. They don't need that motive to
Can't
be.
go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Não.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them.
Espera, isto foi há 500 anos atrás ou foi agora?
Inazuma until our dying breath.
Fuck.
You don't know? Inazuma is engulfed in darkness.
Ei, peraí, isto foi há 500 anos atrás.
And
Mano. Isto é
horrifying monsters are everywhere. They are merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
Calmas.
Look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Isso foi há 500 anos atrás, seu imbecil.
Look, get out of here. Now, There's no time left. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. I don't know how long we can hold out
Ih,
for.
caralho. Ih, pois
But
esta.
if we
Quando
abandon
a
our
irmã
hope,
da coisa morreu.
then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's the Shogun?
Pois é.
You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma.
Caralho, meu puto.
Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Epá, pois é.
Calm down. The war...
Over.
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace,
Quer
as
dizer,
you will no doubt remember.
até um
There are no
digital.
monsters, nor is there
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down.
I think I understand. Almighty Shogun.
Espera, este é o gajo no passado a ver um gajo no futuro, é?
Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun.
Não começa a
As
chorar,
long
não.
as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, thank you.
What's wrong with him?
Ele está a voltar para o tempo.
He's gone.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
Ah, pá, mano, cala a boca,
If I am not mistaken,
isto é muito top.
what we just saw was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land.
E ele conseguiu
The
interagir
sacred
connosco.
sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked,
Peraí, peraí.
some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity.
Não, espera, eu sei que as minhas leis conseguem fazer essas merdas e não sei o quê, mas tipo. Eu achava que o gajo no passado, tipo, de alguma maneira estava a falar com a gente no presente, enquanto ele estava no passado, tinha as merdas que estavam acontecendo no passado durante a guerra, a merda que estava a acontecer. Porque isso da memória, então a memória conseguiu interagir connosco em tempo real. What the fuck? Epá, não sei como vocês, mas isso é
An
estranho.
entity formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
Ah, yeah,
So the
pequena mim.
memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago.
Pois.
Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late. Otherwise, it would spread to all of Tevat. But my friend, Kitsune Saiku, reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat.
Ou
I could
seja,
tell that,
you know.
although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
Só que ela não se chama Rei do Shogun nem morreu.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
Eu acho que está ligado de alguma maneira.
Countless monsters suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu said I never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last.
É, pá, está tudo vivo, o Google Smith sim.
But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies.
Hey,
Yes. For the longest time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters, I was helpless against the ravages of time, powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive.
Epá, é para a rede de jogo. Não, epá, é amiga da rede de jogo.
But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
Oh, let's go.
When I traveled around Inazuma with you, I caught a glimpse of how the nation has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential.
Yeah.
Everything far exceeded my expectations.
Yeah.
Moving forward inevitably invites further loss,
Epá,
but
pois,
also new encounters.
também.
Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward.
Epá, acho que ele lutou mais por não lutar sem aqui na água. E não é mesmo, né?
All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for. As
Não
Inazuma's
me
god,
digas.
it is high time I honored their wishes. Warriors of the past, who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth.
Eu acho que estão-se a cagar para isso. Está-se a cagar.
I will never forget you, and all that you did for Inazuma.
he's taking all this pretty hard.
Cala a boca, pai. What?
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
Mano, momento de reflexão, não sei o quê. Achou-me todo emocionado. Ela. Ela isto não sei o quê. Foda-se. Puta que pariu. Não, é que tipo. É tipo, eu pego uma vez. É, papai.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often.
Lixo? Mas que porra?
Wouldn't gliding be fast?
Lixo do caralho. Ai, é verdade. Refinamentos para o sacrifício. Para o Show. Show. Refinamento 3. Yeah. Agora sim, Show vai ser reparado.
Expected there are a load of rift hounds here too.
Cara, eu tô
Leave
só.
them to me.
Tá bom.
Now you
Jogo ali só para usar rede de show, viu? Ah, vai.
Illusion shattered.
Sim, a gente sabe que a rede de show não é o tipo. O jogo foi meio escolhi. Não, tu só podes usar a rede de show, tanta história. Calma. Eu não reclamo, eu não uso. O jogo trocou para a rede de show uma boa.
Something seems wrong with A.
O feito de corrosão, né?
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swing.
You are unduly concerned. I'm simply concerned. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, I must be prepared for anything. If there are more
Makes sense. The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time.
Que tá igual a outra.
Definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Agora vai ser um top.
Furuyama? Is that you?
Como é que tu estás distinguir? Eles são todos iguais, mano. Como é que tu estás a distinguir?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this.
Allow me
Bem,
to
mano,
introduce
obrigado por
Furuyama.
dizer as coisas que eu já sei.
He is a tea master and a member of my retinue. Though blind, Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise undeserved. I have simply had the good fortune to be in Your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills. It sounds like the Almighty Shogun has brought a guest. I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest.
Caralho, estou alfa.
After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do? Oh, yeah.
I see. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me. So I decided to stay.
Caralho, foda-se, mas
And now the almighty Shogun is here, I have even less reason to run away. Imagine if this was something that even the almighty Shogun was powerless to resolve. Where could I possibly run to then? People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having unfinished business in life. But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets. The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so... So
Acho
you
que
see,
será o...
as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced...
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time.
Elas estão a falar da irmã da...
What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like, but I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then...
Oh, não fica triste. Não vou.
Oh, goodness me. Speaking, the almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. One moment, I'll just... I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens.
Can't see it.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. I couldn't possibly have my guest...
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you?
Vai.
No, no, no. Your humble servant implores you, not with the wolf...
This place is complicated. Leave it to us.
But... Well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me.
Porra, isso é fixe. Isso é fixe.
I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Eu diria que é uma mistura.
Where should we go to find a tea set?
Sua.
Having a cup of tea isn't exactly the most urgent thing to do right now. But at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much. And it makes Paimon so sad.
Cala a boca.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
Acho que o Vision já sabia disso. Já estava marcado no mapa. Opa, não me a brigar. Está marcado no mapa, mas obrigado por... Epá.
It's the Traveler. And the almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
I wish to borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, almighty Shogun.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the traveler.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Epá, calma lá, meu.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot.
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too.
I seldom had the time to drink tea. Any free time. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister. Raiden Mako. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality.
You and Makoto had pretty different...
Indeed we did. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings. They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This now, it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
Makoto saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
Não é. Tá falando o quê?
To put it simply, Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity. Yes, it does. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity. But now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means...
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Daddy, não mama. Olha, pronto, eu já falei o que foi. A Makoto o que, rapaziada? Tem duas equipas iguais ali. Onde é que está os homens, Luís?
A walk would be nice.
A walk would be nice. Acho que não vai andar, mas a gente vai lutar até o fim. Ai, perdão. Cara, eu tô começando a ficar com uma fuba. Uma puta. Okay.
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
Acho que desapareceu.
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long, as was the case with the members.
So we didn't even have a chance to...
The information held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
É pá, acho que chama-se Platinum Builds. É pá, a história mandou. Não posso dizer isso que a história mandou. Anima-te.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major...
Tu não sabes cozinhar. Quer dizer, apesar de saber cozinhar...
The tea is ready. Please, so many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me. I've been reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. The events of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, they also took Makoto away from me.
She died in that...
Yes. She went to Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or, yes.
Oh.
It was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point. So all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a
That's quite a story.
When I returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura. That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. That no one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as in the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand.
Não, isto é
Trying to be on Paimon's level.
Pois, mas isto é difícil de perceber. Puta que pariu, isto é sério. Eu souber a história já.
She had such a great love for this land and for its people. In this respect, I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Sister? You mean to say that she was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Yep.
Based on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Caralho.
I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already
Ela
over.
ficou tipo, irmão, oxi.
And also, my mind, so I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, boy. Both of you have...
With this last cup of tea, let us honor the Team Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
Yeah.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Cara, que susto ficar com a cabeça já acabou. Puta que pariu.
Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Ok, então vou aumentar para isto. Para. Que nos vestimos. Está bem lá? Não, para trás. Não me digas que eu tenho que entrar lá para dentro. Vou ter que entrar lá para dentro. Espera, não é aqui que está a ser. Isso não está aqui. Acho que isso não está aqui a luz. Aquele poço. Não é poço, mas um buracão no chão. É suposto encontrar o que é esse? Pois. Está aí. Ok, jogo, podes... Foda-se, jogo de noite para cabrão. Está bem, jogo, eu não sou cego. Eu consigo ver. Porra, meu, calma. Espera, eu continuo para baixo. Eu continuo para baixo, né? Está ali. Não precisas prender a câmera. Bora. Olha, já agora que eu estou quase a morrer com os outros. Daqui a pouco vai aqui. Essa é a merda mais embaraçosa de sempre aqui na Arcozongui. Não é por nada. Tipo, tu não tens motivo para morrer com os Zongui. Ok? Estou poucos com os Zongui. Estás um mundo. É só isso. Tipo, não é por nada, mas tu és só um mundo. Ok, estou mais com os Zongui. Ok? Tu estás mudo. É só admitir. Eu não sou jogar Genshin Impact. É só dizer, pá. Como é que tu morres com o que fazer? Agora com os counter mechanics, com estes danos, não sei o quê. É mais incrível, mas tipo. Tenho quantas stack com eles.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Hey!
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
Cara, não se passa bem. Ela está fogo, tá bom.
Illusion shattered.
Espera aí. Já agora. Tu estás com... Ela está com a arma dela, né? E é o cortador de grama. Yeah. Eu vou assumir que está com... Oh, que é isto? Oh, eu não entendo a minha coisa. Eu não entendo. Eu sei que a porra da comunidade toda sabe como é que... Sabe que o Shogun é o pé para a porra. Tá foda?
I'm fine.
Que merda foi? Que merda foi aquela? Qual foi? Vou ver esse porco, depois começaram a falar daquilo. Aqui... Tipo, aqui explico. Foda-se. Eu fico preso, tipo... Ficou preso, tipo, mais ou menos. Foda-se, mano. Tipo, what the fuck? Não, esquece essa merda. Que merda foi essa?
Shine down.
Nós estamos com a Aida, vou para o Shogun, mas eu não sei que foi por olha, acho que bugou mesmo. Porque se não bugou, puta que pariu. Shine down! Bugou? Mano, acho que ela está a bugar. Ela está a bugar, isto é bug. Não entendi. O que é isto? What the fuck? Ela está a bugar? Ou mesmo para ser assim?
Hey, maybe you should leave this one to us.
E eu acho. Porra, o que se passa? Ela está doente, coisa assim.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just we'll deal with the monsters.
Ô Shogun, estás a ficar mais fraquinho. Outra vez? Agora fodeu.
That's the same light again.
Pá. Acho que não vai ser memórias.
Where am I?
Sei lá, diz-me tu. Eu pus para continuar.
Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too. Are
Tipo,
you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
Pá. Acho que eu não vou dizer qual é a piada aqui, mas acho que a piada escreve-se, não é? Tipo. Né? Pá. Para aí, para fazer a piada ser mais óbvia ainda. A piada é. Sabe aquela cena do. É gangbang. Pronto, a piada é gangbang no show. Pode-se. Para aí. Para aí. Pronto. Mima. Para aí. Será que eu encontrei? Esta é. Já. Espera aí. Maltinha, tipo, eu não quero ser super óbvio, mas tipo, né? Tipo, estamos a ver esta cena, certo? Vocês estão a ver esta cena. Correto? Correto. Agora vamos. Caralho. Caralho, tá. Onde é que está? Não está. Não me aparece. Eu queria ser engraçadinho. Mas pronto. Vocês sabem aquele meme, aqueles 5 gajos pretos à volta daquela uma moça. Aquela. Que, se alguém tiver o link do vídeo, estão à vontade para dar. Caralho, agora que eu percebi, o chat não está. Mano. Isto é um acredito. Agora que eu percebi. Pá, eu sou burro, sou estúpido. Eu sou estúpido, sério. Puta que pariu. Caralho. Animal. O chat não está aparecendo na tela. Não, foda-se. Esqueci de pôr isso, Zé. Vamos. Pronto, agora está feito. Agora sim está aparecendo na tela esta merda. Ai ai. Bora.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Calma, Zé. Tá certo.
Come on, man. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Eles conseguem esse tudo de cara. Eles conseguem.
It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
Pá, tá. Este gajo aqui com a barbinha fixe. Não, gajo com a barbinha.
When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
Ei, peraí, isto é uma visão. Caralho, gajo genérico com visão.
I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
Muito bem, força, rapazes.
Samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
Força, rapazes, confio em vocês. Foda-se. Seis de esperança, uma vontade inabalível de
Nobody knew where your excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair.
Pois,
Now we found you.
Ela
You're
foi
right
para
here
cá, ela
with
está
us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts.
Bora.
This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Caralho, pessoal que estava muito a chupar.
Everyone on me!
Estava mesmo a chupar aqui, só chupou com uma vontade.
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Mas quando. Zé. A vossa deusa, literalmente lutei contra ela e ganhei. Acho que vocês é que têm que se preocupar nisso.
Come into being.
Peraí. Vocês estão ajudando? Ah,
Rally. Feel this ancient power.
mas pelo menos tivemos uma coisa. Eu ia dizer que o Genshin consegue programar IA para ajudar. Afinal, cara, o modelo está nerfado, é isso? O modelo está bem baixo. O modelo não está bem abaixo.
Seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You fought phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring.
Ah, para de ter.
The monsters will definitely come back.
Ele tem contra
When they
3
do, it'll be
deuses
more than a
ponto e
few
ganha.
rift towns this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City and
When everyone sees the almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Seja?
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
Yeah. A Nemo. Não, isto aqui é. Não, isto aqui é Electra, aquilo ali é a Nemo, isto aqui é a Raid, acho eu. Oh, tá bem, eles já morreram.
Just leave it to us. But the almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the almighty Shogun.
Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment...
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live. With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Tu quinaste muito. Glória a Shogun.
Glory to the Shogun!
Eu já tenho quinado e quinado há muito.
They're gone.
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will. You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to
Well, Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later...
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon.
Yeah.
And I have neglected it for far too long.
I
used to think just like that samurai. That I was first and but what Inazuma needs more than a warrior, even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she... Yes, they are. They are strong. As the Raiden Shogun they revere.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
Change will come to Inazuma. And with it, new possibilities. No matter how long it takes. I am... Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway... I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work. So...
Alrighty then, let's...
Bora lá para a boss fight. Eu gosto como muito está ali.
On the outside, but Paimon, she seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh?
Caraca, o que se passa?
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
It looks like the situation... No need. I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
What?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps.
Raiden A vai morrer 100% confirmado.
Can't catch me.
Caralho. Então, fazendo um clickbait da morte da Raiden Shogun. Isto é um campo de batalha, foda-se.
We're finally here.
E já sei muito bem que vai ser o portal para a boss fight.
Where'd that Torii gate come from?
This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of... It looks like she...
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Eu pensar que a Shogun é uma coisa.
Follow me.
Where are we go?
É assim, isto não foi um cego, foi mesmo. Anda cá já atrás. Mas pronto, anda já cá atrás, que é bom.
Whoa. This place.
Pois parece.
Look.
É aqui a boss fight.
It's another A.
We meet again, traveler. This body is an assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait, Paimon knows that?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, but have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Assim, temos aqui ela, super poderosa, e depois temos aqui estes dois, não, este aqui que já a venceu. Quer dizer, venceu ela, mas nada da mesma.
Wait.
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes. But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Espera, estão a sentiente. Ok.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles. Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that.
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed.
Vamos ver.
I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something?
Caralho, pai, pode fugir.
But they both just want...
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun.
Pronto. Então bora. Temos aqui a maquinazinha contra... assim.
The pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity.
Pronto, então é o seguinte, nós temos aqui a Reino Shogun contra... Mas assim, eu já venci, logo vencer tanto é
Every
difícil.
action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion.
Uhum.
Determination, courage, love, hatred. All of these will be degraded and distorted by the incest. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you. Now, they are towering obstacles that I have no choice but to overcome. You wish to make yourself my enemy? I am your past, the everlasting law, the guardian of eternity. And I am she who promised a dream to her subjects. RYZEN.
Bora! Caralho, deixa eu tirar screenshot. Foda-se, tá foda.
In the end, even the proud and mighty Oni maiden was cut down and disgraced. Though your blade is
Caralho,
of
bora!
blood and filth, never shall it shine as brightly as it once did.
É do jogo contra do jogo, ai.
There is no escape.
Isto é caralho.
This
What? Caralho! Música para. Foda-se, bora. Começa a música. Oh, Junpai que já tem que música fodida. Claro. Na cama. Olha, isto, já perdeste? Olha, já ganhei. Fodeu, segunda fase.
As long as the ley lines flow, the relentless erosion of time will never stop.
Ah, cala a boca, pá. Mas que merda é? Não, isso é batota, puto. Foda-se que isso é foda. Não estás na cama. Pô, isto comprar a vida, foda-se, nem é justo. Caralho, eu também sei fazer batota, calma. Ah, fuck, eu não trouxe nada. Olha, foda-se. Eu também sei fazer batata, não te preocupes. É, mano, isto é muito bem, mano. Isto que posso fazer para trás aí.
All of Inazuma will fade silently into the clouds.
Outra vez? Tá não a
There
general
shall
outra vez?
never be another. Never. For the rest of time.
Não, é assim, tu não vais primeiro ter que calar a boca, segundo vai para a puta que te... Foda-se. Caralho. Assim. Mano, ela tá aqui com hacks, puta que foi. Tipo, eu curto como vi a gente simplesmente está ali no background tudo cheio. Já está a fazer nada. Esta agora que eu agora está aqui a fazer tudo. Caralho, filha! Ei! Ai, caramba! Caramba! Ah, tem o sistema! Ele vai dando? Não vai, acho. Acaba! É pá, eu também gostava de poder estar a cortar com ela. Já foste!
Emptiness awaits.
Have you finally defeated her?
Não. Estamos em história, acho que do.
It appears your martial prowess has not dulled.
Eu não sei o que é que ia diminuir, né?
But how long can your will remain strong?
How the heck?
Como?
In this realm of she was built to resist erosion. Her will is stronger than any other living beings.
Vontade, acho que é programação. Acho que é programação que é mais forte. Provavelmente, talvez. Sei lá, quem sabe? É assim, as chances são altas. Há uma boa chance que sim, pai. Esta luta pode ser infinita.
Maybe. But I have to prove to her that my present will is no product of erosion. The future I shall forge will be a grand undertaking. One that will be resistant to erosion. If I don't do this, this is my duty. No matter how long this battle may last, months, years, centuries, and no matter how many 500 years ago, humanity proved that here in the present, they rely on their ambition to challenge wayward practices, tear them out like the diseased wood of an old sakura tree, so that new, healthy branches might spring. It is about time that I learned to trust them. I understand that. But if the dreams of which Makoto spoke are true eternity, a short moment for which the Shogun does not exist is nothing to fear. I fight for the everlasting future of Inazuma. However long the battle may last, it is but a drop in the ocean of eternity. I vow to the subjects of Inazuma that I shall one day return. This is my oath. Please, be my witness during my absence. I pledge.
But this means that...
Pass on my words.
Acalme aí, que a gente não pode deixar. Calma aí que isto não acabou, que a gente precisa desbloquear o boss fight semanal, ou seja, a gente tem que... né?
Looks like we got kicked. Oh, what do we do? Are we... She was making sense. And maybe this is the only way to change the Shogun's rules, but still...
Yeah.
Right? Also, A can be pretty stubborn at times, but what if she gets too obsessed with winning, and she forgets why she's there in the first place? It could happen, and then she might never leave again! Yeah, we should help her out! Is there any way we can cut down how long she needs to spend in there? Or, help her win the fight? Well, whatever, we can't let anything bad happen. Oh, but we also can't get in there anymore! Okay, well, first things first, we gotta find a way back in. Oh, come on, brain juice, don't feel Paimon now! Oh, you're right, Paimon nearly forgot about her. Who knows if she really understands these consciousness realm plane thingies more than we do, but there's no one else we can turn to. Alright, up the mountain we go.
Eu não sei o que mais está pensando. Agora é a missão de história da Amy. Não?
No, let me try again.
Someone's not in the best of moods. Let me guess. I hope you realize how lucky you are. If it was anyone else, I don't think I'd have the patience to keep greeting them with a smile after the first few times.
But you're always...
That was a figure of speech, do you understand? Nitpicking my turn.
Oh, yeah, something really big's happened. It's A. She...
Oh, okay, I see. So, A's impossibly stubborn. Jumps straight to the most extreme course of action imaginable. Presumes her sheer will can see her through, despite a near impossible goal that requires nothing short of the very peak of her abilities. You know as well as I do that she's always been like this. Why start fretting about it now? Rushed into it without thinking. Well, so you seem to be under the impression that I am able to offer some sort of...
Is she playing dumb?
Aha, you're learning, little one. But really, the truth of the matter is that I don't know much more about Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness than you do. All I know is that it's the foundation of the sacred Sakura, and from what I've heard, it's a little different from A's plane of euthymia.
Because Raiden Makoto is no longer alive?
Not just because of that. The nature of the space itself is different. Anyway, we needn't worry about the details too much. It'll just... First things first. Follow me to the entrance. Now then, I always have my ways. It's just a question of how crafty I need to be. To the outsider, the realm of consciousness is a very abstract concept. Luckily, I'm A's familiar, so I can sense her rough whereabouts. In other words, even though I can't pinpoint the exact spatial location of this realm, I can still send you to where A is.
So, it's abstract, but has a location, but you don't know where it is, but you can still send us there. What?
Realmente isso é confuso. Foda-se. Esta cena não existe. Eu não sei onde é que está. Eu sei que é um sítio. Eu posso ir buscar lá. Epá, foda-se.
Yes, no need to try and understand it. Let me put this simply. Right now, she is surrounded by chaos.
Boss fight. Tá cuidando do boss fight.
Everything is turbulent and disordered. If you try to force your way in, you could be swept away by a giant wave that sets you down in an unknown corner of space-time. This is precisely why when entering the plane of euthymia, it's much safer if you place your consciousness in a physical object first.
What? Alright, well, Paimon's staying here then. You two can go in.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
É que é mesmo, tipo, foda-se, parece
Paimon's had it up to here with both of you! Oh, fine! Paimon's coming too.
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way.
E como assim, como antes, só o problema assim, ó.
I say.
Ah, foda-se.
Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space.
Okay.
Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Quer dizer, pensa na Raiden Shogun em segurança. Yeah.
Well then, the door is open. Hop on in.
Quer dizer, pensa na espada da... Não, pensa...
I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens.
Ei, rapaziada. Acabei de descobrir que eu vou ser um código novo. Espera aí, vou pôr aí na descrição. Descrição não, no chat. Tá?
I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Com certeza.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Get to work.
Eu. O vídeo tem que ter sucesso. A fusão amplificada dano de ataque por luz. Caralho, eu tô com uma fuba do caralho. Mas é aqui que resolvemos isto.
Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Caralho, eu gosto de morrer de ataque com uma espada e outro ataque com uma.
Huh? How can this be? You have returned. But How were you able to get back? This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel. The conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? So you're finally willing to... Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the oceans and turn day into night. And the will... You have endured. I will endure forever. Witness the final calamity! There is no escape! Shine down! Perish! Eternity is in my hand! This is the end. You have won. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heaven. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her. When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that it was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change, but as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon. Makoto? I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the a convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came, but... you never mentioned this to me. Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time. Did you know what was about to happen in Conria? I had some sense of it. That place... in my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, but I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way. Don't look down on me. See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it. Before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
The light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh? Is it really? Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, A? I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh? Goodbye, Makoto.
É o paradoxo temporal, mano. É um paradoxo temporal. What the f... Não, peraí, mano. Então... Pera. Então, Shogun... Não, a Ace... Foi ela...
So the A of the present planted the sacred sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past.
Exatamente. Ela voltou a meter...
No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
Epá, mas agora a gente sabe. Shogun deixou de ser... Deixou de ser chata. Ela agora quer avançar. A Shogun lá, o fantoche.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well,
I know what you mean. Perhaps Makoto got a higher power involved in all of this. But whatever the explanation, her solution is what saved us all. Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But don't you think that tree looked a lot different than...
The sacred Sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly. You were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our... Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were always meant to be there to witness what was going to happen?
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside, so it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
Hey, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. After all, Isomako.
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma fight. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a
Makoto said the exact same...
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things... After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead. I'm looking forward to it. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them. Abolishing the Sakoku decree has a myriad of implications. It would be folly to say that, for example, I can foresee the outside world posing a threat to Ina.
Hey, you're thinking about this all so conscientiously. I've only got as far as wondering whether I'll be able to sell entrance.
Many challenges still lie ahead for... Makoto's gaze was always fixed on the people of Inazuma, but now I see that hers was a gaze full of delight.
If the people of the past deserve the god's attention...
Indeed. Many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma, but I am prepared for them. To put it bluntly, it was constant torture, with no end in sight. Faced with an endless battle, I had to remain focused at all times, safe to say. Were it not for my previous experiences in combat, and through it all, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I will be sure it's not only the monsters that I am worried about.
That's a tough one, all right. There's plenty more besides memories.
Since you clearly understand, many challenges still lie ahead for Inazuma.
Yae Miko said nothing of the sort. And the traveler has some nerve making up. Some words are not to be passed on. Trust me, you don't want to know the cost of betraying me. Just think of the things I said to you as our little secret. Understood?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Ooh.
Many challenges still lie ahead for...
Vamos tentar outra vez. Pois. Andemos tipo para o 50-50. Ok, isto não sei se já viste a história. Porque eu perdi 50-50. Eu perdi 50-50 agora. Foda-se. Prontos, aqui. Eu acabei de perder o meu 50-50, que não foi nada divertido. Não foi nada agradável. Logo, eu devo fazer outros tipos de histórias. Abismo. Aliás, foda-se. Nós temos o abismo. Vou fazer o abismo agora. Acabou de ser o abismo novo. Estou estúpido, mano. Acabou de ser o abismo novo, boy. A pior é que eu estava debaixo da merda para comprar as outras espadas. Espada minha. Pá, estás a ver as espadas grátis. Mas tipo. Eu não. Estrelas mais cedo, mas tipo, estou a ver que não vai acontecer. Estou a ver que não vai rolar. A história da. Mas terem mais tarde a gente faz a emissão de história da Yae Miko, mas tipo. Foda-se, eu perder 50-50. Quanto tempo é que eu não perco 50-50? Eu vou mostrar-vos há quanto tempo é que eu não perco 50-50. Ok? Tipo, não consigo fazer tanto tempo que isto para mim não faz sentido, porque eu estou a 50-50 desde a versão 1.6, caralho. Eu não. Peraí, isto agora vai demorar, tipo, aqui estranho, caralho. Pronto, aqui perdi 50-50 para Kachinho, né? Que merda. Depois vamos aqui atrás. Foda-se. Peraí, deixa pôr música, né?
Boats are made for
só foda, olha. Spotify. Músicas do Spotify, o que leva copyright strike depois, sinceramente, eu também não tenho muito nem nada nem indiferente. Só foda, olha aqui. Caralho, sou cego, eu não sou muito cego, mano. Ver dar recomendações de vídeo.
Single out my mind. Tell him everything I want to try. You're a cosmic side. A military couldn't fly.
Stabilize! Burst forth! Attaboy! It's showtime! Bam! Coming to be! Everyone on me! This is order. Stabilize! Burst forth! Attaboy! Advance! Gather! Live! Moments of birth! Man! Who wants some of this? Let's roll!
Think you can get away? Shake your ass! Shadows of fate! Take flight! Wouldn't gliding be faster? Time for takeoff! Layana Special! My apologies!
Música de show.
You'll get frostbite.
Gather! Order guide you. Pull in! Press the advantage! Coming to be!
My duty.
Can't catch me!
Is preserved. Frozen
It's showtime! Attaboy!
crisp. Disgusting.
Live! Stabilize! Advance! Everyone! I will have order! Let's roll! Coming to be!
Here we go! Let's play! Think you can get away? Take flight! Let me scry! Shadows of fate, written in the stars! Embrace the ice! Whirling snow! Time for takeoff. Look at you, Boozle. My apologies.
A new job.
Brace yourself. Think you can get away? Think you can bully me? Take flight. Can't handle your dream.
Se eu fizer assim, perfeitamente, fica super empatia, porque não sei o que o caralho é aquilo toda.
Gather! Live! Charge! Attaboy! Who wants some of this?
Stabilize!
Burst forth! Pull in! Press the
Order guide you!
Oni coming through!
Told me to come home. Think I'm about to hit, bro. Went up to her room, she was taking off my pants, but then she started.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Think you can bully me? Delves into depth. Coming to art. So that's fate is upon you. Brace yourself. Think you can get away? Look at you, Boozle. Shaking and stirred. My apologies. Sakura swirl.
Can't run from death. I just wanted sex. I had to pull up to the bitch's address. Respond to my text.
Man, I can't believe I gotta do this shit. This is the last time I let him use my dick. Now I'm fucking mad. I was trying to smash. I don't want to talk to this stupid bitch, but we pulled up to the girl's crib, and I can't believe my own eyes. It's the same one I was trying to smash, but you had my dick the whole time. Bro, what the fuck? Is this shit a joke? You stealing my dick, now you taking my hoe?
I'm sorry that you ain't been hitting it right. It's the reason that she just be blowing my phone.
Bitch, are you stupid? That ain't even true, and my dick is not something that you can just take.
Sorry, my homie. You don't even know me, and honestly, right now you sound hella gay.
Now we're fighting and we arguing like, give me that shit back. But then suddenly out of nowhere, I heard this girl start to laugh. She said, I ain't even got it. That shit was way too small, so I flushed it down the toilet because I was so appalled. Like, whoa there, fuck that, I forgot to stay strapped. She said, where your pee-pee go? I guess that I misplaced that. This shit don't make any sense at all, cause I just don't feel the same without a dick between my balls. Please give me my dick back.
Please give me my dick back.
I forgot to stay strapped.
I forgot to stay strapped, baby. My homie really lost my dick.
Why you always call me when you
Time for takeoff. Diana Special! Shadows of Fate. Take flight. Written in the stars. Kamisato out. Sometsu. Let's play. Think you can get away? My apologies. Here we go. Can't handle your drink. Take flight. Time for takeoff. Delved into destiny. Think you can bully me?
Stabilize! Advance! I will have order!
Let's roll! Everyone on me! It's showtime! Ha! Can't catch me! Order guide you! Solidify! Coming to be! Charge! Press the advantage! Who wants some of this? Let's roll!
But you already knew that. I hate it when you do that. I'm trying not to fall into your new trap. I could skydive in your eyes, blue like the dew on a pool in the night. Shit, honestly, I'm cool, it's a vibe. I'm a little teed up, but I'm good, we'll survive. I've been doing better since you left. Feel like Ben got chopper, goddamn, God bless me. Getting money like I'm supposed to do. I guess I'm drunk and I'm over you. So what the fuck?
And my likes, you're my favorite pose. Too many cars, no room at home. Take you to the concert, look up at the show. I just wanna know your little secrets, whoa. We can look up at the stars, take you on the stage.
Let me scrub. Think you can get away? Hey, what special? Think you can bully me? Shaking ass! Fate is upon you. Sakura swirl! My apologies.
Looks like
Shadows of fate. Whirling.
Solidify! I will have order! Feel this ancient power! Rally! I will end you. Oni coming through! Attaboy!
Time for takeoff. Let me scribe.
Hear the truth.
Curses. Destiny cannot be denied. So rude.
Peace be with you. The gifts of grace. Peace be with you.
Unthinkable.
Up at the light shine.
That much remains unfinished.
Peace be with you.
Yeah.
Up at the light shine. The gifts of grace.
Peace be with you. Osprey Fairy. Don't